guys, my name's Emma and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm ranking your favorite book boyfriends. I sent out a question asking what your guys' favorite book boyfriends are on one of the groups I'm in on Goodreads, and I got some answers, so I decided to take some of those names and some of the names that I thought of, combine them together, make a tier list, and shebang, we're gonna rank them. I have maybe around 45 book boyfriends that I found in books that I've read. And as you can see, there's sort of a lot. Let's start off with the first one, maxon schreave. I never really learned how to say his last name, but that's the guy from the selection, which I happen to have up there, disconnected from the two other CureCast books I have on my bookshelf. I gotta organize my bookshelf because it's growing. It's been growing since I started making videos. But I think, because it's been a little while since I've read the selection, I think I'm gonna put him in pass. Not because I don't like him, but just because he's not really the vibe I'm going for at this moment. He doesn't match it. So I'll move him into not really feeling it. Also, can't really remember what's so good about him. He's just a dude who happens to be a prince. Next we have Jameson Hawthorne of the Inheritance games. Okay, you know, we're just gonna do that. We're just gonna do that. Even though he's like the main love interest of the entire series, which I've read 3 out of the 5 books that are going to come out. I think the 5th book is on it, it's almost out, or something like that. I didn't like him. He's just weird. But like, I don't think he's straight to prison weird. Next up, we have Grayson Hawthorne, the other possible love interest in the Inheritance games. I love Grayson, so, take me out on a date. Please, take me out on a date. Next, we have Adam Carlsen from The Love Hypothesis. I really liked The Love Hypothesis because it was my first contemporary romance that I read. Like, it was my first, actually romance genre romance book, I think, because everything else I've read is dystopian or fantasy with just a little bit of romance or whatever. And so obviously I really loved it because romance is my guilty pleasure. So I'm gonna put it in, I think he's just a pass. Okay, we got 4 of the Divergent. I'm gonna put him in Take Me Out on a Date. He's just sort of mysterious, and if I were to get to know him, I'd want to get to know him because I'd be so curious. It taps into my curiosity. So that's interesting, and I like that. But he's not in the all night long respectfully category because obviously he's got a little bit of baggage. The fact that he's mysterious is also a red flag. Why, bro? We're also in the Divergent universe, so not taking any chances when there could be someone out to kill me or something. Next up, we have Charlie Lastra of, I believe, Book Lovers. I get all of Emily Henry's books mixed up, but that's Charlie Lastra. I mean, obviously, I'm a sucker for any Emily Henry books. So in the moment, I feel like all of the love interests I love, but then looking back on them, that person was a little bland. This guy's one of them. We're just gonna put him in okay, because I feel like he's a good choice, but I'm not gonna go for it. Here we have Alex Nilsen of The People We Meet on Vacation, another Emily Henry book. This is the same situation, sort of a mid book boyfriend, just friends to lovers type beat. I'm gonna put him in pass because I don't really feel it. I'm not really feeling it. He's sort of just basic. That's probably the best way to explain it. He's just basic. At least Adam over here had the charm of being a professor and being in STEM, being a chemist or whatever he was. Next up, we have Jags. Yep, you should be going straight to prison, but you're going all night long respectfully. I love me some Jax. I think that the Ballad of Never After, the second book in the Once Upon a Broken Heart series, was one of my 5 stars of this year so far. And the first book was a 4.5 stars, but like, I love the series. Jax, mysterious. He hits all the boxes. He's mysterious. He's always lying. He has a lot of red flags, but I don't hate him. I did sort of, by the end of Caraval, that series, I sort of did hate him, but you know, he probably didn't deserve that hate. But he probably deserved that hate at the time. But like right now, as I'm reading through Once Upon a Broken Heart, you know, love him actually. Next up, we have Nikolai Lantsov of the Shadow and Bone series, the Grishaverse, the larger Grishaverse. Love Nikolai. He's like one of my favorite characters in the series and like the whole universe. Plus, he's a prince. Putting him in Take Me Out on a Date. Next we have Augustus Everett of Beach Read, another Emily Henry book. I think that this is the third and final Emily Henry love interest I put on this list because I've only read 3 of her books. This is the most recent book I've read of hers, and you know, I don't hate him as much as I sort of do the other 2. So you know, I'm gonna put him on Take Me Out on a Date because he's not bad, but like, I'm not against it. Plus, he's a writer. Okay, the next 3 we have are more Shadow and Bone characters: Kaz, Jesper, and Matthias? I don't know. I'm gonna put Kaz. I think it depends on the day because I am not a nej, so I don't know if I'd find that whole thing attractive. Jesper though, as much as I love Jesper, I'm gonna put him on pass. And then Matthias, you know, actually, you know, I'm feeling Kaz goes on pass, and I think Matthias goes on depends on the day because him and Nina, the best thing ever to happen from those books. Next up, we have Rowan Kitt, automatically going to All Night Long respectfully because he deserves it. Brother, you've been through things. He's just so respectful as a character, and to Iris, you're a walking green flag. Next up, we have Julius Gong of I Hope This Doesn't Find You. What I read as an arc in January, and oh my god, such a good book. We'll read more from that author. I think it'd have to be Take Me Out on a Date because bro's smart. Bro actually cares. Green flags everywhere. Next up, we've got another Grishaverse character, Mal. You know, I don't think anybody really liked him throughout the series. I definitely started to like him within the last book. I'm just gonna say pass. I gotta prepare myself for this next one. It's Adam Kent. Pass disrespectfully. Why not? You're not going straight to prison. I don't think you're nearly that bad. But I definitely think I'd pass you disrespectfully. You're not a normal pass. Okay. Next, we got Chaol Westfall of Throne of Glass. There's no way I'm putting him anywhere above Depends on the Day because I never liked him. There was like no reason for me to like him. I didn't like him from the beginning. But I can't disrespectfully pass him, can I? Yes, I can. Okay, with that out of the way, we got Dorian of Throne of Glass. Oh my gosh. We're gonna put him on, actually, yeah, we're gonna put him on All Night Long. Him, Manon, him, and even Selena. Like, Selena passed on him? Why? Manon's got it right, going for it, okay? She knows what's up. Next up, we have Augustus Waters of The Fault in Our Stars. Yeah, it's also been a while since I've read this book, but I've seen the movie more recently, I think, than I've read the book. I'm just gonna say pass. Because, not disrespectfully, but just because, like, I'm here for the romantic people. I don't know what was going on with him other than the whole reason of the book, but it's fine. It doesn't depend on the day. More likely than not, I'm gonna say no. I'm excited for these next two though. This is Maven and calore, brothers, half brothers of the Red Queen series. Maven, straight to prison. Cal, on the other hand, is gonna be a pass disrespectfully. I like Cal more than Maven, but I don't think he's depends on the day material or pass material. Sorry, my phone ran out of storage. Like, you can't trust either of them. Definitely not Maven, but Cal, bro's got too many red flags on him. Next up, we've got Kenji from Shatter Me. I'm gonna have to say Take Me Out on a Date because I think he's funny and hilarious, but he said some things where I'm like, where did you come from? Who are you? Why? And so those reasons, like, I can't say that I'm all for it, but, you know, I'll give him a chance. Next up, we've got Gale, Hawthorne of the Hunger. Well, my phone seems to hate me because I keep running out of storage. So, Gale Hawthorne, right? He's gonna be a pass disrespectfully. He did some things. He killed some people. By people, I mean person who ruined him for me. He ruined himself. I cannot like him anymore. And next, we have the guy I have a personal vendetta against. That is Aaron Warner. Straight to prison immediately. Because why? Yeah, so I hate Aaron Warner with a passion. I know everybody loves him. I do not understand that because this guy has done a lot of things and his justifications for it suck. And everybody says that the third book redeems him. It did not. Not for me. I cannot live with him. No way. Next up, we have Harry Potter. I'm just gonna put him on Depends on the Day because I'm not gonna pass him up, but I'm also not gonna like say go for it. Similarly, but worse, is Ron from Harry Potter. I'm gonna have to put him on pass. Just because, like, it's gonna suck to hurt his feelings, but also, no, okay, I'm not going for it. We have Tamlin from Akatar. Tamlin, Tammy, Tampon, you're on the edge between pass disrespectfully and straight to prison, because I don't entirely hate you, but I don't like you, so he's going in straight to prison. But he's not that bad. He's not that bad. Like, he has some redeeming qualities. I foresee in the 5th Akatar book that he's going to redeem himself in some way. So that's gonna be interesting. Next up, we have Wyland Benek. I'm gonna put him on Take Me Out on a Date because why not? Actually, I'll take him out on a date because I just think he's such of a vibe and, you know, I think Jesper's doing something right with him. Next up, we got Dante Santos of Caraval. Okay, I'm thinking about this really hard because I don't think he's Take Me Out material, but I also don't think he's All Night Long material. I think I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt and put him in All Night Long respectfully. And next we have Julian Santos. Don't hate him, don't love him, because I only got to know him for like one book before he was ripped away from me. So we're gonna put him in okay, because I think he deserves love. I just don't think it's from me exactly, but I understand it. And you guys see the next one. I had to put Mr. Snow, Mr. Coriolanus Snow on here because Tom Blythe, President Snow. But I don't hate him, but he's a bad person. I hate President Snow, but when he was younger, he's better. He's not fine, but he's better. I'm gonna have to put him in pass disrespectfully because I don't exactly hate him as much as I would Aaron Warner, but I don't exactly love him as much as any of these other people on this list. Next up, we've got Leo Valdez of Percy Jackson, the Percy Jackson universe. I'm gonna have to put All Night Long respectfully because why not? Next up, we got Finnick Odair from the Hunger Games. I'm thinking about it. I'm gonna put him on all night long respectfully, just because he's such a vibe. Like, I miss him so much. Bring him back, Suzanne Collins, please. Okay, next up, we've got Charlie Spring and Nick Nelson. My favorite iconic couple. And it feels weird to put Charlie in anything under pass or above okay. So I'm just gonna put him in depends on the day. Similarly with Nick, I think I'm gonna have to put him in okay, just because he's such a nice person and he's so considerate and I love the show. But you guys see who's next? You know that's an automatic all night long, because bro Ravi Singh from A Good Girl's Guide to Murder, 10 out of 10 specimen of a man, of a boy, of a teenager-ish. I think he's 19, yeah, teenager. You know, I understand. Okay, this is everybody's currently favorite book boyfriend, Zayden Ryerson. You know, I don't like him as much as other people, so disrespectfully, I'm gonna put him in pass, because I understand his grind of trying to get Violet, but I do not understand why he's even a choice. Get him off the list and get his cousin in here. Next up, we have Peeta from the Hunger Games. You know, he's a vibe. Next up, we have Peeta from the Hunger Games. Okay, he's not that bad. So I'm just gonna put him right above the middle and say that he's okay. Next up, we have Carden Greenbrier of The Cruel Prince. He is the Cruel Prince. He is the Wicked King. But he says some things where I'm swooning. I'm like, dude, you better be falling in love, because I am. And the same reason I like Jax. He's just so mysterious, so morally gray. You know, I can't say no. Okay, these next three are from ACOTAR. It's Azriel, Cassian, and Rhysand. You know, I think rapid fire. I think Cassian is a pass. I think Rhysand depends on the day. Ooh, yeah, I think he depends on the day, because if I read ACOTAR, I'd like him. If I read any of the other books, especially Silver Flames, I'd hate him so much. But he's fun. When I first started reading ACOTAR, Azriel, on the other hand, got even better. So I'm gonna put him on all night long respectfully, because same reason as any of the other characters in this list. Mysterious. Percy Jackson. Ooh. This is tough. Do I put him in all night long respectfully or take me on a date? I think I'm gonna put him on all night long respectfully, because I feel like he just deserves that after saving the world a million times and then not getting even credit for any of it. Go check out my first ever video on this channel and you will see. Okay, we have Throne of Glass's Rowan Whitethorn next. And as much as I love Aelin, Rowan just needs more development. Like, where did you come from? Why are you always silent? You're just in the background everywhere. I'm gonna need more from you. So right now I'm gonna put you on depends on the day. Because why not? And that's all the characters I went through. You know, I love most of them, hate most of them. Yeah, it's so odd seeing that I peaked at all night long respectfully, but then my number 2 slot is pass. It's sort of weird. It's like an F shape where you can tell there's some characters I absolutely despise and there's some characters I love and hate. There's like barely any in the middle tiers. Like okay and depends on the day. There's like nobody there compared to all the other ones, which I feel like is so interesting. So thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. If you guys have a different ranking, please put them in the comments below. I'd love to see them. Let's have a discussion on why everybody loves Aaron Warner and I do not. If you guys don't agree with me, then put it down below. Also, because I need to know why I am wrong. Follow me everywhere on every social media you possibly can. And I'll see you guys later. Bye.